Here we are. It's the first one, number 7. What do you guys think? What do you think it is? Let's see. It is drugs. Yes. So there's a couple of topics I'm going to discuss in here, but mostly it's psychedelics, overdose policy, war on drugs, opioid epidemic, Narcan, drug addiction and incarceration, drug addiction, college students. I think the thing to know, again, I see this topic consistently over probably the last 5 or 6 years in terms of the value of psychedelics. So they are looking at deschedulizing it or legalizing it. It is legal here in Colorado where I am. They're also looking at risks and benefits, therapeutic uses, the legal status, how veterans can use it for PTSD, how it might help people in hospice care, and then just life satisfaction. So these are some of the main ideas that were discussed as students were looking at psychedelics in particular. Narcan is another one that shows up pretty consistently. So I wanted to bring this one up, even though there was only one person that discussed it. But one of the things that happens is this in this particular case, one of the students that discussed it recently actually was saved by Narcan, meaning that they had overdosed and someone had given them Narcan and it saved their life. And there they were in class talking about their experience and how it saved their life. They seemed to kind of nonchalant about it, but to me, it was a big deal. I was like, that's amazing that we have you standing in front of us after you experience being saved by it. And then some other main ideas that kind of showed up were racism, racial language, mass incarceration, and drug deaths, just as things that people were concerned about. Just again, mass incarcerations for those people who have dealt with some of those drugs that aren't higher on the echelon in terms of uh, their scheduling. And then other things that again that showed up were overdose policy, the war on drugs. They didn't necessarily find that the war on drugs was beneficial, and there was apparently in both incarcerated people and students a great availability of drugs in terms of the location. That's not something I see as an instructor, but this student suggesting that there is wide availability for it. All right, thanks.